are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, 58 to Mike, 51. It's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day. 58, boys, 58 to Mike.
Throwing again, Ryan. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
I got you.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Randy Bullock lining up for the
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Gurley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
No. 21. Hey, turn it up.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check Mike. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. A deep ball for Gurley. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Lining up for the point.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
Ryan's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
First down.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. Nice, sweetheart. Ready, set. Check. Lucky.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. These two teams all tied after 1.
Mike, check. 59.
3rd and long, it's Ryan.
And being able to make a play on the football.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Bears 7. Sterling Hoffrichter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Robinson.
A gain of 32 that time.
And the Bears 1st down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 7 yards.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Falcons 14, Bears 7.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They run. It's Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Jackson brought it down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Switch. Motion.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. What's the run? They're running it. Where's Twist?
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 22, the 40, past the 20, 10, and they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
They'll take over.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete.
Cordero Patterson.
Touchdown.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have retaken the lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
And that's caught inside the 35. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Check, 59. Stay with your man. Mike 5'9", I got you, Pop. Mike, check, 59. Space. Let's go. Mike,
From the gun, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check, 59. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Hey, South. Mike 5'9".
zone now. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Back at the 18-yard line.
Now Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, they run with Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. Second and 8 forthcoming.
He was brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on his ear.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Ball at the 14 for second and 5.
He's checking crowd. Shoot. Hey, 51.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game, I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
For the Falcons.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Sets up a 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Bears 21.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Tariq Cohen, the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports.
31.
It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the play.
Another carry now for Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Gurley. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. Second and goal.
Second and goal.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Coup now for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Falcons 45, Bears 21. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On second down, Montgomery. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 17-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Gurley on the carry.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.